Hey! Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Monday edition of the Child of Mecha live stream. I'm your host, Tim, the one and only Child of Mecha. Imagine that. As you can see, and the reason why I was a few seconds late is because I was spraying. Hi. Got the Michael Jackson glove going on. The reverse. Anyway. It's Monday, you guys. Hi there. Hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. Mine was busy as shit. Again. But that's okay. It's to be expected, right? Yeah. Anyway, I was hoping that all of the masking would be done by tonight and that we would be panel lining and all of that good stuff. But sadly, and let's be real, not unexpectedly, there's still masking to be done, but I have started clearing some of the pieces. So hopefully by the time we get through our intro spiel and I show you a couple things, those pieces should be ready for panel lining. I may even take you over to the spray booth and show you how I do my clear coating. I don't know. I'm gonna think about it. Anyway, Miko says, "Man, you got a big head on a 52-inch. You should see me on a 75-inch. Dangerous." Jesus. I know Julius. He mentioned in the pre-show. He says, "How about someday in the future doing a throwback to the very first original music intro?" Julius, get out of my head, man, because I was actually thinking about doing that tonight, but then I was just like, I saw the time, and I was clear coating, and I saw the time. I'm like, oh shit, gotta go. So it wasn't necessarily in the cards for this evening, but maybe Wednesday. Yeah, maybe Wednesday. It's not out of the realm of normalcy. The only problem that I run into, well, no, it might not be a problem. So the reason why I stopped the OG intro music was because I was getting flagged every now and then on Facebook. But now that we're not streaming on Facebook, it's not really a big deal now, is it? So there's no reason why we couldn't use the OG intro music, right? Yeah, probably Wednesday then. Yeah, probably Wednesday. Anyway, you guys, lots of stuff to go over, which definitely gives the pieces time to cure. They don't need that long anyway, since it's, Mr. Super Clear. But still, it's good to let them do their thing. Kenneth says copyright issues. Yeah, so the first intro mix was all music that I got off of YouTube's provided library of royalty-free music, and these are provided by YouTube themselves, right? So perfectly legit to use on YouTube at your leisure. So that's where all of that music from the first intro mix came from. But on Facebook, and it wasn't happening every single time. It was happening like every couple weeks or so, right? And I don't know. I just got tired of it, and it was just kind of like, this sucks. I don't want to deal with this shit. So I made the two other intro mixes just to, and mind you, to give a little variety. So I mean, we can definitely go back to using the intro mix, 01. There's no issue with that now whatsoever, because Facebook. Hang on, Facebook. Damn compressor. Facebook's no longer in the picture, right? So fuck it. Anyway, let's get through the business and then kind of current events, yeah? Okay, so if you're interested in any of the tools and materials that we work with on a nightly basis, hit up the Amazon link below in the description. And a lot of cool stuff on there. I added one really cool thing in there earlier today, which we're going to get to, which should be really cool. Actually, just to set it up, you know how we have camera 3 on that we use on the phone, and we can walk around and everything like that? Well, guess what? We have a camera 4 now. Yes, camera number 4 will make its debut in just a few moments. But first, anyway, so go check out the Amazon link. A lot of cool stuff in there, tools and materials, gear for photography and for streaming. You can see the new camera in there. What else? Books for inspiration, and the really cool a few seconds late, after the intro. But if you do want to pick up a Child of Mecha shirt, man, go hit up www.childofmecha.com. You'll find a bunch of cool stuff over there. What happened? Did the videos just ditch? That's weird. We literally just lost like half the audience. Like that. Oh, but now they're back. Hey. That's weird. Ty Furious says it's laggy. Is it laggy to anybody else? Yeah, Kenneth says the stream died for a second. That's weird. Yeah, George says, why'd you break it, Tim? I didn't do it. Not my fault. Miko Plus says you buffered for a good minute and a half-ish. Fuck. That ain't good. It's good now. Okay. Everybody's saying it's good now. Alright. Yeah, that's weird. Because it went, literally lost half the audience in like a second. I'm like, what the fuck happened? Shit. Anyway, go pick up some Child of Mecha shirts. Maybe we can get this shit straightened out. I don't know. Anyway, what else? Jesus, that just threw me for a loop. Lost all, Yeah, I look like... Great, I look like Brian at 240p. Fuck. That's not good. I mean, I'm looking at YouTube right now, and YouTube looks pretty smooth, so... Had to refresh again because your picture was bad, Sam L says. Okay, cool. Pab says, you look fine here. Pabs, I look fine all the time, baby. Anyway. Let's not do that. Anyway. Yeah, so, what else? Shirts, hats, you know the deal. Just go buy some. Anyway. Child of Mecha on Patreon. Let's, go check it out. Cool stuff going on over there. And Mecha Decals, you know where to buy them. USA Gundam Store. Bada boom, bada bing, done. Anyway. Brandon says, Tim, are stickers available on your website? Trying to order a hat for the Bash Box giveaway winner and wanted to get some stickers as well. I do not have... I saw your message, Brandon, and I'm sorry. It's been busy as shit, and we'll get to that here in a second. Pabs messaged me like... What was it, Pabs? On Friday? And I literally just got back to him today. That's how busy this weekend's been. And I think I still have 2 other messages I got to get to. So, anyway. Yeah. USA Gundam Store. Go buy Mecha Decals. Okay? I should just do that. It just saves me the whole spiel. Anyway. I like efficiency. What can I say? So, yeah. So, what? So, Friday was Mechanism. It was fun. Saturday was a shitstorm of activity. So on Friday, my mortgage guy and his team sent me a bunch of tasks and forms and all that stuff to fill out, and I didn't get to it until Saturday. And it damn near took me like literally half the day to pull all these records and because they want your life history basically, right? They want to know the amount in your 401k and your pay stubs and all this and all that, and it's normal. You got to get approved for the loan. So it literally took me half the day to do that. Me and the kid went shopping after that. We had to do a huge grocery run. Came back, made dinner, watched some anime with Amber. Assassination Classroom. It's actually pretty goddamn funny, I'm not gonna lie. Man, I zonked out early. Like, it was a full fucking day, right? Sunday rolls around, the ex comes and picks up Amber, and I'm still working on other shit. I got to get Amber transferred from her current school to her new school, so I had to fill out all that paperwork, and it's just a clusterfuck. So I worked on some stuff, replaced some graphics on the stream and everything. If you noticed, we have kind of a new background and the new logo is up on the pre-roll. And then also you'll see it at, after the stream, obviously, updated that as well. But it's just a full bag, man, just craziness. And then today, actually went to the doctors for this guy. So the doctor basically said, just, continue what you're doing. She gave me some a paper of stretches and strengthening and stuff like that. And what she also did, which my dumbass didn't even realize, is that she said this was way too loose, how I was wearing it. She said basically you should just about fit one finger under there, and if your fingers go numb, then you've got it too tight. Otherwise, crank down on that sumbitch. So now I've got it pretty locked in, and it's much tighter than it was, or should I say I was wearing, much tighter than what I was wearing it. And honestly, man, that's taken a lot of pressure off. I'm kind of shocked by it. But I'm still going to continue with, naproxen and acetaminophen and all that good stuff. She asked me if I wanted a cortisone shot, and I was just like, no, I don't. I don't want to mask it. I want to know if it's getting better, or not. So yeah. So that's kind of where we are with this. And then today, I've just been working on just crazy amounts of other shit. Mostly for work. We're getting everything ready for the big industry convention at the beginning of next year. So we're getting booth assignments and all that shit. So I've been going back and forth with the coordinators and stuff like that at the convention, and it's just fucking crazy. Anyway, that brings us up to where we are. I finally got a chance to work on this damn thing at about 8:30, so roughly 2 hours ago. Yeah, or an hour and a half before the stream. And I still had to call the kid, which I did. So, yeah. It's been crazy. It's been a crazy weekend. So, yeah, I haven't gotten a chance to mask everything yet, so fucking sue me. Whatever. Anyway. But I do want to show you this cool little thing that I got in the mail today. And basically what this is, right? It's our new Super Zoom. Gone are the days of having to switch it out, get the box up, and do all that stuff. They may come back, I don't know. But look at this little guy. It's a little USB camera microscope, they call it. It's not really a microscope, you guys. It's a shitty version of a microscope. This thing cost me $15. So I said, why not? Right? Saw a dude on YouTube hook it up to OBS, and I was just like, that's awesome. We can do super zoom with this. This is the new super zoom camera. And you know, it's teeny tiny, works. It's got LEDs in there, right? And we'll turn those on in a minute, get it cranked up, and get it get looking at stuff like close up and everything. But I think this is going to be great. I think I need to get a better holder for this, because the holder that it came with is absolute shit. There's an aluminum one on Amazon that is pretty decently priced. So I think I might pick that up at some point in the future. But so far, all tests seem like this is pretty damn cool. So with that being said, let's get into this thing. Let me turn the the lights on, because it, like I said, it does have built-in LEDs, right? So let's see here. Let's see what we can see. Yeah. Ooh, here we go. Let's get one of these guys out here. I just pulled the tape off of this right here. One of these guys, right? So, all right. Here we go, you guys. Inaugural super zoom camera. Now we're probably gonna have to. I'll probably have to adjust the focus and everything, but you'll get it here in a second. Kenneth says resolution. Resolution's not that great. It's only 640 by 480, so it's standard definition. There are some on there that are like 720p resolution output, but they want like $100 for those. I'm like, If I have to spend $100 on a super zoom camera, I'll continue using the overhead cam. Fuck that. So anyway, I think it's a halfway decent picture. So let's take a look. Yeah, super zoom. Okay, so there we go. Right. Hey, the focus isn't all that bad right now, but we can do better. Yeah. Ooh, where's the focus? Where's the focus? No, other way. So like I said, this little holder is crap, is absolute crap, and it's wobbly and it's not stable, and all that. But that's a pretty damn good image for God, that looks like shit at that magnification. I'm not gonna lie, but like, you know, at bare you know, just using your eyes, it's really good. Yeah, Scuffle's like, look at those mistakes. For real, dude. Like, holy shit, that it looks like hell. You can even look at that. You can even see the little stab right there from the where I stabbed it, you know, with my X-Acto knife to place it. On here it looks massive, right? But like you can hardly see it with the naked eye, and then once it's weathered and stuff, you won't see it. But man, and the paint job, look at that. I mean, the paint job is massively smooth, but under this magnification it looks like crazy orange peel. Look at that. That's wild, you guys, right? And there's the vent, and that looks really good. Happy with that. But yeah, I mean, it's wild to see everything this magnified, right? Look, here's my thumb. Look. That's my thumb. Like, okay, you can see my thumbprint. Like, how wild is that, right? That's cool. Anyway, we definitely need to tweak the usage and workflow of this thing, but I think it's a cool new toy. There's no doubt about it, right? And look here. All all the masking tape. And what's really neat is you can like handhold it, but honestly, you guys are probably gonna get sick. Let's see if we. All right, and so there, if it's up, a few inches, it's not so different from the old Super Zoom, right? Where's the... Yeah. It's not so different, really. But, I think definitely I need to get a better stand for this thing. One that can raise this camera up, fairly high, because obviously the level of magnification on this is pretty, I don't know, pretty extreme for our usages. But for $15, come on, man. It's a cool little toy in the arsenal. Yeah. Ooh, Kenneth's got a good call. Can you zoom into a BMC chisel? Yeah. We can do that. Let me get one of these bad boys out here, yeah? Here, we'll do... What is this? This is 0.5 millimeter. Okie dokie. Alright, so let me get this back out over here. And... yeah, see, and it wants to fall... The base is just cheap plastic, and it wants to fall over. So, it's not great. I think I definitely need that aluminum base, but that'll be at a later date. Yeah. All right. Anyway, let's go back to the Super Zoom for Kenneth, because I think that was a really kind of great idea. All right. So there's the chisel. Now I wonder, here, I'm just gonna fucking handhold this bitch. I wonder if it's even gonna... Oh, look at that! Whoa! Ah! Yo! That's pretty wild. I'm not gonna lie. All right, here, hang on. Let me pull this thing back. Yeah, John Lynn says, this hurts my eyes, right? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Gotta find it. Is that it? It's gotta be it. Trying to find it in the... Oh, whoa. Yo, look at that. Wow. Trying to get the edge on camera here. Jeez, look at that. Whoop, what happened? Oh, there it is. Ooh. That's cool. That's pretty cool. Wow. Look at that grind. Pretty neat. Anyway, Kenneth, good call. That's pretty wild. I'm not going to lie. Pretty wild. But like I said, I definitely want to get that that metal stand for it. I mean, that, you know, that's what we were zoomed into. Craziness. 0.5 millimeter. 0.5 millimeter. Brandon, send me the link. He says found a 1080p camera like this for $36. Some of them, because I looked at some of them, and I was just, you know, some of the listing is questionable at best on there, you know. So it is what it is. But send me the link. I'll take a look at it. I got no problem spending $36 on a full high def. That was marked as high def, but is it? No, it's not. So, Silver Maverick. What's going on, Ricardo? He says, what did I just come into? Dude, so I bought this $15 USB microscope on Amazon, and I got it today. I figure instead of doing like super zoom, I would use this, and it works pretty damn well from what we just saw. So yeah, it's encouraging, but I absolutely need to get a better mount for it. There's an aluminum one on Amazon that I've got in my cart, which should definitely make things a lot better. So, Scuffle. Scuffle. He says, I honestly feel this microscope will cause Tim's builds to take 100 times longer. Damn it, I can see the mistake. CA glue ain't fixing that. Starting over, right? Jesus. Yeah, right. I mean, but that's the thing, though. I mean, look at this. So here, let's get zoomed in all the way, 100%. And is that the? Yeah, that's the piece that we were looking at. This is the piece, right? And so, just for shits and giggles, for a second, just for hoots and hollers here, let's go old school super zoom. And boom. I mean, that's a super clear picture. Not gonna lie. The picture quality is absolutely better on the overhead camera. No question. No question. But yeah, Brandon, see? You got it too. He says, yeah, my bad for not digging deeper, LOL. It says 1080p, and then the reviews show it as below standard quality. Yeah, those fuckers. But, yeah, I mean, in terms of quality, no doubt this is better quality in terms of picture quality, yeah. But in terms of zoom and all that, I can easily skip out on some of the quality to see a little bit more detail. you know? So, yeah. Scuffle says, Amazon, I'm returning this chisel because I found imperfections when looking through my microscope. Nice. Nice. So, but yeah, I think it's gonna be a fun little, fun little bag of, fun little trick to throw in the bag. You know what I mean? So, gives us variety. So, there you go. Anywho, all right. Let me check these parts. They should be plenty cured by now, and the clear coat should be rock solid. But let me see here. Oh yeah, yep. These are nice. These are good. These are good. All right, hang on. Let me take these off the whole part holders here. So, kids, we have a few parts here that have been clear coated. Let me take this thing off because this is getting annoying. We have a few parts that have been glossed over. This is all I could do before the show, unfortunately, so you're going to have to live with it. But these are looking pretty good. Pretty good. I'm happy with how these look as an overall. Little bits of dust every here and there, but nothing crazy. Overall, a really good look. Yeah? Really good. Alright. Let me turn the field monitor on real quick because I forgot to do that. And let me get the eyes on here. Yeah, John says just a stream of Tim randomly zooming in on things, right? It is what it is, I guess, right? So, menu, let's get this set up properly. There we go. All right. So, yeah, let's take a looky look here. These don't have to be perfectly high gloss, but as you can see, man, they are nice and smooth. They are nice and smooth. And nicely well protected now. Look at that. You can see the reflection in them. Beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah, these are good to go. These are ready to get panel lined. These are looking pretty good. I'm not upset by any of this. Yeah, these are all good. These are all good. Now, let me see this one. Little piece of lint right there, like little dust particle that we can just yank out of there. Not a big deal. Otherwise, really nice. Really nice. All right. So, just kind of scrutinize these with the eyes on here, and overall, these are looking really nice, really nice. Now, the only bad thing is the gloss, attracts dust like crazy. After it's cured, obviously. But that's It's looking really good. I'm happy with these. I'm real happy with these. All right, cool. So, what we'll go ahead and do then is start to panel line some of these. Yeah? We'll start to panel line some of these. Pabs wants to know, is it smooth? I don't know. You tell me, Pabs. Looks pretty fucking smooth to me. Anyway. Let's see. Miko says, been waiting since February for a perfect grade Unleashed. Patience has been the overall theme since the beginning of the pandemic. I'm not worried about it. Yeah, well, we all need patience, don't we? Alright, let's see. Cool. So, this is the trick to, or at least my trick to mixing up and making sure the panel line accent color is mixed completely. Shake it for, a minute or so, and then look at the bottom. And if you can see bubbles where the level of the liquid is, then you've got all the pigment off the bottom, and you're good to go. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. All right. Let's use this container lid as our makeshift drying platform, yeah? I don't want to necessarily let these dry on I definitely don't want to let them dry on a paper towel because you're just asking for trouble. But I also don't want to let them dry on the cutting mat here because we still need to work on it. So, with that being said, come on now. There we go. We'll crack this open and get to panel lining here. And I don't know about y'all, but this is an extremely, extremely satisfying kind of technique, right? So let's get all this stuff out of the way here. And bloop, right in the corner. Man, it flows. So, I don't know, something about it just really fucking satisfying. All right, so watch. You'll see it. Who? Adam Spam, new follower. Thank you. Welcome. And there we go. That's looking pretty good. All right, flip this around, do the other side here right quick. And there it is. Really nice. All right, put that off to the side there. Let's see. Let's kind of grab this one with these tweezers here, because there's not a lot of points to grab this piece and hold it. You know, it's just not very advantageous for that. So we'll just put it in the tweezers here and go to work on it. Yeah. Okay. Now, when you panel line here, you want to make sure that you get the notches as well. It's very important. Very important. So you don't want the notches to be naked, basically, right? Now for these bigger notches, you want to go a little bit, you know, a little overboard. You don't want to go crazy. But man, that's going to look so nice at the end of all of this. I mean, focus. There we go. Just that right there already. Looks pretty sweet. Now, one panel line I almost forgot about is that one right on the top there. Nice. And I'll just put this right over here. Easy peasy. I want to save the inner part of the shield for last. I'm gonna make you guys wait on that one. Let's go with this guy here. This should be a good one. All right. Right around there. Get this. Look at that. Look how it just raced down and filled everything in. That's when you know your gloss is good. When it just flows like that, man, you did a good job glossing that bitch up. Okay. Okay, last but not least. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Real nice. All right. So we'll put that over here. Let's answer some questions. Let's see. Miko's got a question.
We have a question.
He says, would you typically use brown panel liner for green, or does it not give enough contrast for your style? He says, wouldn't you typically use? I'm not, I don't know. For me, I like black when it comes to panel lining. That's just my style, you know? I know, especially on Facebook groups where everybody's an expert, you know, everybody says, oh, use gray, use this, use that. On a dark color, use a light color. No, assholes. You don't want your fucking model to look like Tron. It's not a good look. So, I use black. Even on white, even on light colors, I will use black. Just because it looks the most realistic in my eyes. Now, white, there could be some argument for using like a gray or a dark gray. I'll give you that. Everything else, in my opinion, just my opinion, black. Yeah. It's the only... and I know the irony. I do. I see the irony. But Tim, you said don't use black. Fuck you. This is where the exception to that rule comes into play. Okay? This is when you use black, because these are absolute shadows. You want these to look absolutely without light, right? So, yeah. All right. So, let's get back to it here. Now, for like these raised pieces right here, I'll just let it flow right around. because that's perfectly fine. Because you want there to be a shadow there, right? You want there to be a shadow. Nice. That all just filled up really, really good. Now, these two spots up here, absolutely. We're going to get those. Nice. Very, very good. Now, one little spot. I could use a little love right there. Just these, make sure your notches are filled in and shown the proper love and attention. Good. All that's good. All right, excellent. Now, I'm just going to put that right down there. All right, let's go and work on one of these. This is gonna be fun, I think, because there's a lot of panel line detail in this. And this should fill in really, really, really well. You can kind of see it flow really nice. Yeah. See, to me, that right there, that looks realistic. Because there's absolute is actually a panel line between the two halves, right? So we're just gonna help it out there. There we go. Pretty good. Pretty good. All right, put that off to the side. Let's get some questions answered. Yeah. Dead. Fucking what? Come on, really? Incredible. In goddamn credible. Wow. Just lost half the audience again. That's great. That's just fucking great. That's lovely. That's just fucking lovely. Now, it could be one of two things. It could be my internet, which I'm a bit doubtful on. Or it could be Restream, which has fucked us in the past. So, it is what it is. Incredible. Well, look at it this way, kids. We only have, what, less than a month of this shit? So, there it is. Anyway. I'm disgusted by that type of thing. Just pisses me off. Anyway. Sorry, kids. Alright, so, Rami Bro wants to know, you ever built a metal earth photo etch kit? He says, I'm building one, and they're very awesome. I have not. Actually, no, I take that back. I have. Been a long time, though. Yeah. Brandon says, who's the builder on Facebook that uses super, super dark blue for panel lining? Anyone know who I'm talking about? No. Sorry, dude. Forest Ghost is over there on YouTube, hopefully. He says, have you tried a Tamiya panel liner in a fountain pen? It works great, way less cleanup. I'm not too worried I'm not too worried about cleanup, just because it's easy, you know. I would be more worried about a metal tip of a pen coming in contact with, you know, my freshly clear coated parts. I think it goes with whatever you're comfortable with in your workflow. Mine, I just like the brush. I'm good with it. It's what I've done. Kenneth says, I only use brown or orange or yellow, gray on white, and black on red, blue, or green. Fair. Yep. Everybody's fuck. Yeah, Sam L says Tim's internet is ready to move. He says, fuck this studio, right? I'm about there myself. I hate connection issues. Chances are it'll happen again. So, if it does, guys, refresh. From what Brandon and the kids have said, it comes back. But still, it pisses me off. Really, really does. And actually, hang on. Let me see something here, because I can check. Maybe I can check the log. Monitor, there we go. And see. You can't check it in real time? Come on, dude. Incredible. All right, maybe. No. Yeah, Michael's Austin. I skipped your question because it was a joke. Asshole. Alright, so I can't check the health of the stream live in real time. I have to check it after. Makes me want to just say fuck it and broadcast through StreamYard. Say just shove off, restream, done with your shit. Anyway. Peter Fulford says, what clear coat did you use? I use, the only clear coat that I use is Mr. Super Clear. You can either get it in the gray spray can, or you can get it in the GX line and also the Mr. Color line as well. I'm not sure what numbers those are. I have a bunch of spray cans, so I just decant them and run it through the airbrush. So, yeah. Let's see. Brandon says, up here in Michigan, we have been having major power and internet issues for a week or two due to bad storms. Been having so many issues. See, that's the thing. We haven't had bad weather here, so I can't blame it on the weather. What are you going to do? Now... One thing that it could possibly be. I just did get a new gateway from Verizon for my Fios service. I ran speed tests and everything, and it looked fine. Maybe I'll have to do a little bit more digging. I'll take a look at the logs afterward on Restream and see. It could be a one-time thing. Who knows, right? Could be a one-time thing. So, what are you gonna do? Forrest Ghost says, do you thin the decanted clear before you airbrush? It's already very, very thin out of the can, Forrest, but I do add a little bit of Mr. Leveling Thinner just to take the edge off of everything. Yeah. So, Peter Fulford says, we don't have bad weather here? There's a BJ's Club here in Columbia that would like to have a talk to you. Up here in Bel Air, it's been nice. So, I don't know about y'all down in Columbia, but up here, man, it's been good. So, a little rain earlier, but don't give a shit about rain, you know? So, anyway. All right, let's get back to it. At least for the time being, while the stream hopefully continues to be good. We'll see. So, yeah. Brandon says, do you know what episode... actually...
We have a question!
He says, do you know what episode you talked about your decanting process before? Absolutely not. Nope. I think I talked about it on a few streams in the past, but I have no idea when it was, dude. That's why I'm going back and trying to catalog everything to make it easier for you guys. I don't know when that's going to happen, but it's a slow process because I literally have to go back and yes, I have to work my way through the entire video or the entire stream, but it's not like I have to sit there and watch the entire stream. I just kind of pick and choose the good parts and, hey, timestamp. So, yeah. Anyway. All right, let's get back on this. Let's go from this direction, shall we? There we go. Yeah. That's, I think, going to be better. That's lovely. That's lovely right there. Okay. That's all good there. Cool. And then last side here. And then we'll move on to the shield after this, yeah? I'm kind of excited about panel lining the shield because I want to see that thing just come to life and just pop, you know? So, alright. So we'll get that on there. Alright. Shield time. Hey. Shield time. Alright. So, before we get on the shield, let's just catch up, yeah? Brandon says, sounds good. Was not sure how far back you had gotten with the time-stamping deal. Yeah, dude. Only a few episodes. I think I'm maybe 8 episodes back. Maybe less. Edward Leonard's with us. What's going on, Edward? He says, hey, Tim. Hope you and yours are doing okay. Thank you, buddy. He says, I can't wait until you are all moved in. It's such a good feeling as I have just been through it. When you're done, you will breathe a heavy sigh and drink. LOL. Nice. I definitely know I'm going to breathe a heavy sigh. There's no doubt about that. Already planning improvements to the place. I should have a decent amount of money left over from the sale of this place. After everything is said and done, I will be virtually debt-free, except for one tiny loan, which was like $7,000, and then one credit card. But then other than that, debt free. Aside from the mortgage, of course. Yeah. And man, the downsizing is going to be a game changer. Because I'm going to have a pretty good amount of money left over at the end of the month. So definitely going into savings, going into start investing, all that good stuff, and just general improvements to the new place. Just already planning shit. Like I want to gut the master bathroom because it's not great. It's passable, but it's not great. There's only one light in the entire bathroom, and it's very dark in there, and I don't like it at all. So maybe add some lights in there, and I kind of want to gut the tub shower thing in there, and just replace it with a shower. So yeah. Easy 8 boy, college money for Amber. Oh, no doubt, dude. Yeah, no doubt. That's 5 years, 5 or 6 years away. Not a lot of time. But with the amount of money that I've budgeted that we have left over every month and all of that, should be in pretty decent shape, all things considered. So, yeah, I'm very, very happy and very content with what I'm expecting once we get in a new place. So, yeah, I hope it'll be a lot of fun, and I hope the internet will be good and we won't have any fucking internet issues like we did tonight. So, we'll see. If that happens, then I don't know what to tell you, kids, because we might just go straight up video at that point. And we may say, fuck the live stream, even though I love the live streams. Fingers crossed, right? Fingers crossed. Like, thankfully, it's still Fios. I've had very, very, very little issues with Fios. And their customer service, believe it or not, is on par with Amazon, which is amazing. And I used to work in customer service, actually tech support for Comcast. So trust me, I know good customer service when I hear it. Theirs is fucking good. Really good. I know it's not in most of the country, but thankfully it is around where I live, sporadically, and it's in the new neighborhood. You know, amazing. So hey, I lucked out on that front. But if I do have to get Comcast, my sister works there still, and she's got a ton of good contacts in there. So, and she's kind of a uppity up too, so she can crack the whip and get shit done if I need that to happen. But with Fios, I do have the gigabit connection and everything like that, so I've got the fastest connection that they have available. Happy to pay it. Happy to pay that price. Shit. Anyway. Shield time. Let's fucking go. Yeah? Sam L says, one thing I am not looking forward to is finding new internet. Dude, yeah. It's not fun. It's not fun whatsoever. Dude, if they have Fios in Arizona, just get it. Just get it and don't look back. Chances are they probably won't, because Fios was Verizon's great experiment, and it failed tremendously on them. They tried to be fiber everywhere, and that cost them billions of dollars in infrastructure. And it just got bloated and bloated and bloated until they were like, yeah, no, we're pulling the plug on this bitch. We're done. So for the places that have Fios, it's a beautiful fucking thing. Not gonna lie. For those that don't, you don't know any better. So there you go. All right. Oh man, this just came out. This shield, just look at how beautiful that is. Oh, and it's gonna look so much better here in just a few seconds. you see it running? I can barely see it running. Ooh, 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 ooh. Look, right there. You see it? It's working its way down. Right about there. It just keeps running. It's like Forrest Gump. I just kept running. Anyway. Yeah, all that looks so good. All right, other side here. Okay. That, my friends, is about all she wrote for this shield. Alright. Yeah. That. I know it looks a mess right now, and that's fine. It's supposed to. But man, once this is cleaned up, ooh, this is gonna look special. And not like dirt special, but fucking special. Alright. Yeah. Yeah! Nice. Alright. Chisel discipline. Panel liner discipline. Okay? Don't fuck around with this shit. Or else you get a heavy drip. Like Zach. Fuckface. Zach, what up, dude? For those of you that don't know, Mr. Zaku Aurelius. Yeah. Let's see. Edwin RSA, he's with us over there on YouTube. He says, "Good luck with your move." Thank you, Edwin. I appreciate that, buddy. It shouldn't be too hard. Honestly, I've got most of my stuff already packed and in the garage. So, yeah. Putting it in a truck and taking it 10 minutes down the road shouldn't be a big deal. Brandon says AT&T is running fiber in the sub next to mine, and it ends one street away from me. Our sub is begging them to run it for us, dude. Once you jump on fiber and you kind of experience that speed, you're done. You're done. Wilson Alanea, what up, Wilson? He says, "Oh my God, the plastic is cracking." Kidding, LOL. Yeah. Zach says, "Touch the breast to a paper towel first, so it's not a huge drop of liquid you're putting on the part." Yeah. It's not a big deal. I'll just clean it up afterwards. I've done it this way for years and years and years, so I'm not too concerned about it, right? Now, mind you, I'm not putting this shit on any parts that actually move or that is under stress. So the inner frame, no. Michael Dawson says, "You need to use neon yellow so we can see the panel lining." Yeah, no, I don't think that's going to happen. No. CML says, "I love my ATT fiber. I'm not happy I can't transfer it." Dude, right? Fiber's good. Fiber's really good. Brandon says, "My house is literally 200 feet from the last house that can have fiber in the new sub." That sucks, dude. Sucks. Brandon says that will have fiber in the new sub. Yeah. Zach says, "Easier cleanup." All I'm saying. I get it. Wilson says, "Or brush down the excess so it looks like a streaking effect. Weather that shit." Wilson, I'm not you, buddy. Although dude, yeah, your weathering is on point. No lie. Techigen, Mr. George says, "Fiber is great. Keeps you regular." But thank you, George. Appreciate you. Jesus Christ. Anyway. All right. It's 11:22. Y'all want to? I don't know. Do you guys want to clear coat some parts, or see me clear coat some parts? There won't be a lot of talking. Just saying. Might be really boring as well. But if you guys are into it, I gotta get it done. I gotta get it done at some point. So you tell me. Brandon says yes. Kenneth says do it. Really? It's not gonna be boring. I think it would be boring. Quite frankly. Brandon says it's something different. Yeah, well. I guess that's true. What about the rest of you? Harris385 says, get to painting, Tim. Well, it's not painting. It's just clear coating. So. Miko says, effing send it. Jesus Christ. All right. Well, if you guys want to see that, all right, I will oblige. I do need to run and get my phone holder, though. So that's upstairs. So it might take a few seconds. So just FYI. Easy 8 Boy says, shellac it, cracker. Shellac it, crack it. Shellac it and crack it? I don't know. Fuck it. All right. I'm going to go run upstairs and get my phone bracket and get back down here and do that. Irish Gunpla, what up, dude? He says, I'm on night shift in work, so I'd watch you juggle at this point. Ha ha! Yeah, that's fair. That's completely fair. Hey, whatever it takes, I guess, right? Michael Dawson says, can't be more boring than just talking. Hey, people like just talking. Shut up, Michael, you dick. Sam L says, strap it on your forehead and get going. Nah, it's not a, yeah. That's not me. Plus, I don't have a head thingy. So, all right, let me go run and grab my phone bracket, and I'll be right back. Stay there. Don't go anywhere. All right. And back. All right. So, got my Kanto phone holder here. And again, if you guys don't remember me talking about this thing, it's fucking amazing, this thing. I use it all the time upstairs, especially like when I'm cooking dinner and stuff like that. I'll put the phone in here and just, you know, turn on a show or whatever. And it's awesome. It really, really is good. So, highly recommend it. Anyway, let's get this set up, yeah? Number one, I need to get the link set up through this thing. And cool. Share camera, allow. Nope. We need to switch this around. Back camera. Bada boom, bada bing. There we go. Rock and roll. All right. Now, let's switch to camera 3. And we'll start. And oh. Are we getting it? Come on. Okay. I may have to reconnect. Hang on. I may have to reconnect. Alright, let me set camera 3 there. And then refresh here. It's not a perfect system, you guys. Especially tonight. Christ. Oh! Hey, there we go. There we go. Very good. Oh, look at that. Very nice. Alright. So, we will... Ranger Chris, technical issues stream? Oh, you have no fucking clue, Chris. 100% annoying goddamn issues stream. Absolutely. Alright, so let's get this in position here, yeah? So that you guys can see kind of what I'm gonna be doing. Let's see. Alright, so let's take you over here. And let's see, that's... We might have to... Alright, yeah, we're gonna have to spin this around, go the other way. Live dangerously off the edge here. How's that? That's a little bit better, yeah? A little bit better. It's not great. Let me see if I can put it on the shelf over. No, that wouldn't be a great idea either. How about right up here? Hi, everybody. Alright. So, okay, so this isn't terrible. Alright, let me weigh this down. Just like that. Hey, yeah, that's not too bad. It's not the worst angle in the world, yeah? Of course I'm wearing pants, you fuckers. God damn it. Why would I not? Sons of bitches. Christ. Alright, how's that? Yeah, bingo. That's, I think that's a good angle right there. Let me just kind of straighten it out a little bit, yeah? There we go. Alright, so, and then, woo! Hey, look at that. It actually fucking works. Imagine that. This view on Tim's stream are rare. Yeah, this is rare, Kenneth. Sam L says, Tim only wears his Child of Mecha shirt while streaming. Most of the time, yeah. Most of the time. Anyway. Alright, switching on the compressor. And... need to get the respirator on. Now, I'm not going to be doing much talking here, you guys, and I can't see the fucking chat either, so y'all talk amongst yourselves. Alright, here we go. Oh, wow, I forgot about the vibration. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. Okay, plan B? Let's see. Plan B. What would plan B actually be? Ooh! Hang on. We might have a solution. Let's see. 1 second. I think it just needs more weight on the stand so that it doesn't wobble and vibrate tremendously. I think that's the main issue right now. At least that's what I'm hoping. Alright. Nope. Okay. Alright. So, I just weighed it down with my portable toolbox. Let's see what this looks like. Nope! Okay. Plan C? Let's go plan C. Alright. You guys are getting like a behind the scenes look at how not to do a live stream. I'm just saying. Ah. Son of a bitch. Alright, so. Alright. We're going to take you guys. Ooh, hey. Look at that. We're going to take you guys out of the phone holder. And so I'm going to switch it from this ghetto setup right here to putting it over on my putting it over on this magic arm here. So let's go back to camera 1 here real quick. Yeah, there we go. Oh, hi. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. Anyway, all right, hang on. We might get this figured out by the end of the stream. Just saying. Okay. Alright. Then what we're gonna do... here we go. How about I take this clamp off here, and then pop this guy on there. Yeah. I think we're gonna be in business, you guys. Hang on. I think we're gonna be in business. Alright, 1 second, almost there. Oh yeah, that's much better. Alright, so, camera 3 coming in. Yeah, no I did. I purposely switched it back. Just because I didn't want you guys to get sick while I was carrying the phone around, Kenneth, that's all. Yeah. Alright, so I think this is better. Alright, let's try it. Yep, that's a little bit better. Not great. It's not awesome, but it's better than Vertigo. It's much better than getting vertigo and puking because of my dumbass trying to fiddle fuck with cameras and shit. Alright, let's get to it. All right, so real quick, you guys, what I was trying to show you, what I do first is I spray the part with just straight air to get any dust and everything off of it first, just to clean off the surface to try and get it as pristine as possible. Then go in with the clear coat and really go to town on it. So when you see me have the airbrush super close to the part, that's what I'm doing. Especially when I get a new part, I'm just trying to spray all the dust particles and all the crud and crap away off the part. So just FYI, it's a good tip. You're fucking welcome. kids. Here's that. Now, woo. All right. Now, let's get caught up. Let's get caught up with what you people were saying. Yeah, exactly. Pabs, yeah. All right. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Pabs, he says, wait a minute, this man tells people not to do painting streams, then he does one. They wanted me to. I'm not jazzed on it myself. Just saying. Yeah, Brandon says, we talked him into it a little. Yeah, exactly. Ranger Chris, what is the problem with painting streams? They're just boring, in my opinion. I think they're fucking boring. I think, watching some dipshit, me in this case, stand in a spray booth that you can't even hear the person talk, just, what's the use in it? I don't know. It just, yeah. I do find them uninteresting. I do. George Sesson says, and with a color we can't even see, right? It's a fucking clear coat. Easy 8 Boy says, better than a masking stream. Is it? I don't know, maybe. Pab says, Tim's words. He finds them uninteresting. Trust me, I still find them uninteresting. Easy 8 Boy says, Pabs, except he's a star, right? Superstar. Jesus. No, not even. Thomas Staten says, I swear YouTube's notification system is shit. Excuse me. Thomas, one thing that might help with that is unsub and then resub. I know Z had mentioned that way back in the day, so give it a shot, and who knows, it might work. Just saying. Ranger Chris says, I can see the reasoning. Personally, don't have much of a problem with them. Yeah. Kenneth says, is this considered ASMR? ASMR? God, I hope not. Brandon says, Gunpla is freedom, Pabs. Don't judge Tim for doing a clear coating stream. Fuck me. Miko says, clear coating and pen spinning. Tim's a man of many talents. Yeah, well. Pab says, oh, it's worse than painting stream. He's painting non-colors. Yeah. Yeah, Pabs. Yeah. Exactly. Easy 8 Boy, Pabs could do a critiqual right now and Tim would never know. I mean, basically, right? Sam L, look, we just wanted him to be quiet, so we agreed to watch him paint. Fuck you, Sam. Oh, man. Brandon says, I need to build a spray booth. Yeah, you do. They're nice. George says, technically we told him to paint. We never actually agreed to watch it. Brandon says, Tim comes back and no one is in the stream. LOL. He would be so confused and pissed. I would think, like, we lost connection or something, right? Kenneth says, so Tim's clear coats are used for from an extract? Yes. So I decant I have a bunch of cans of Mr. Super Clear. I use what I use, right? So rather than going and rebuying the same thing in a jar, I'd just decant it from the spray can and add a little Mr. Leveling Thinner, and Bob's your uncle. You're off to the races. So yeah. Pab says, LOL, that look says it all, buddy. Right? Fucking hell. I hate painting streams, dude. But you sons of bitches, you talked me into... I don't know. I mean, if you guys really like these, then, hey, if you guys really, really, really do like these, then fuck it, I'll do them. You know, like, I don't do this shit for my entertainment. I do it for yours. And if that's what you want to see, then fuck it, I'll do it. I honestly didn't think that anybody would be interested in these. Really didn't. Simply because I'm not interested in painting streams or videos or anything like that. I don't know. We definitely, if we do more of these, we definitely need to figure out the camera situation a little bit better than what it is. Because this is a fucking ghetto as it comes right now. So we'll streamline this and get it figured out. I've got a lot of ideas for the new studio, so that could be put on the list. Brennan says a few minutes was nice to see. Now just don't do it every episode. Oh, God, no. No, man, no. Eris says, I always wanted to see your setup and technique and airbrushing. I mean, there's not really all that much technique when it comes to airbrushing. Especially the way that I do it. I just shoot solid colors. I don't like I don't pre-shade or post-shade or any of that. It's just spraying. Literally. So there's not I don't think there's a lot of technique in it. It's just I guess the technique comes in where to pull back, where to stop, right? Especially with clear coating, because clear coating, you could really fuck it up and not know it. You could put on a whole ton of material on that piece, and if you don't have the part at a certain angle to where the light reflects off of it, so you can actually see what you're doing, that could be a very bad day for you. In terms of clear coat, the one thing that's helped me a ton is that you'll see, you see what I did was, number one, I sprayed the entire part off with just air to get all of the dust and particles off of the piece. That's number one. Number two, I'll go down just like painting, put a mist coat all over the entire thing, and then go back and do a heavy wet. That for me is the hardest part, the heavy wet, because it's a very fine line, especially with a gloss, between putting not enough on and way too fucking much. So the one thing that's helped me tremendously in knowing where to back off is when you see it, you'll see the particles of clear start to form almost like that orange peel look, right? You'll see it kind of undulate and everything like that, and it starts to basically come together, almost like congeal into one mass, right? One clear glossy mass. And what I normally try to do is stop just before it hits that. It's basically like critical mass, right? So that's when I stop altogether on that surface and move to the next part, and then I'll go back, and by the time I go back and I look at that other surface, that other side of the part, it's completely nice and smooth. So that for me has been the absolute game changer when it comes to knowing how much product to put on that piece. Takes a little bit of practice, and if there was a technique, then there you go, Dallas. That was basically the technique, even though you couldn't fucking see it. Brandon says, I have had to unsub and resub a few times to get notifications going again. Yeah, it's YouTube, man. It's YouTube. Ranger Chris says, gonna refine my answer. if you're doing some more advanced airbrush techniques, gradients, and the like, they are really good. This is just a little lackluster. Yeah, no, Chris, I agree with you. I think it's boring as fuck. Just saying. And that's the thing. I'm not doing advanced techniques. I'm not doing gradients or pre-shading or post-shading or any of that. So yeah, that's why I don't normally like these, because I think they're boring as shit. Plain and simple. It's just me. CML says, we just want to see you finish the Quell. You and me both, Sam. You and me both. Ranger Chris says, if Ghetto works, I mean, it kinda does, but it's not great. I would definitely would want you guys a little bit more zoomed in, and then also I would like to have maybe a second field monitor up on my booth so I could look up and make sure that I'm on camera, in focus, all of that. So, so that the presentation is good for you guys, so you can actually maybe even get something out of it rather than just seeing me clear coat parts. Anyway, Tetchison says, we had a good view of your hand in front of the part. Well, that's another thing. It should have been on the other side because I'm right-handed and I hold the part in my left hand. Hindsight's 20/20 though, right? Easy 8 Boy says, question.
We have a question.
He says, is static ever an issue when spraying? You don't wear a grounding strap, do you? No. I've never had a problem with static. I mean, if your home or space where you spray is at the right humidity level, then static electricity is a very, very little risk. Or I shouldn't say static electricity, just static in general. Now, when the part is completely cured, that is a little bit of a, that does create an attraction of dust to those clear glossy parts, like you saw with the parts that we panel lined earlier. So that can be an issue, but I don't really see static ever being an issue for me. Easy 8 Boy says it's not very humid in Utah. Yeah, maybe get a little humidifier, right? I find anywhere between 40 and 60% humidity is kind of that sweet spot. And it just makes the room comfortable too. Just saying. So hopefully that answers your question. Pab says static only really becomes a factor after larger volumes are applied. Maybe Pabs. I don't know how much I agree with you on that one. The only time that I've really ever had an issue with static or in terms of dust, and that's really where the whole static conversation comes into play, is the attraction of dust to the part, right? When my parts are glossed and at a high gloss like I do, then yeah, that the dust is attracted to that. Call it static if you want. I don't know. But if they're flat, matte, whatever, I don't find dust being attracted to those parts nearly as much. Again, I don't know the science behind it. I don't want to take even a wild guess because I'd probably be wrong. But that's just my observation. So, yeah. Brandon's got a question.
We have a question.
He says, what do you use the deburring tool for that is listed on your Amazon page? I only have used those for cleaning up larger holes. So that was actually a recommendation from James down in Australia. He used to go by Nozaku Boy, but now he goes I'm being creative all over the place. So that was actually a recommendation from him and Shane, the Daft Robo, over on Instagram. They swore by him, and even though I don't have one, it's basically a scraping tool in our world. So think of it, if you have to bevel a corner or something like that, that's just another tool that you can use. Or if you... Oh, my tank is hissing at me because maybe it's going to explode. I don't know. Anyway, it's fine. Anyway, like I was saying, it's great if you're scratch building, especially with like plastic tubes and stuff like that, because those can have a lot of burrs on the cutting side of things. Those are good for cleaning up plastic burrs on tubes, half rounds, curves, all that stuff too. So that was actually a recommendation from those gents. Yeah. Easy 8 Boy, sweet, thanks. You're welcome, man. Pab says, I'm having flashbacks to applying primer to the Twin Towers' larger pieces. I started to notice a bit of a bend to the spray. That's not good. Yeah, that's not good, dude. That ain't good. He says wintertime, mind you. Well, yeah, drier. It's a drier air. Because, wintertime you have to turn the heat on. The heat extracts and causes the humidity to evaporate much faster. So hence a drier, less humid air inside the home. So that does make a little bit of sense. So... Jess is with us over there on YouTube. They say, I was just looking to make a new spray booth. Do you have any recommendations for what kind of fan to use? And Brandon has a great observation. He says high volume bathroom fans. That's what I have currently in my spray booth right now. There's 3 higher volume bathroom fans in there. They're pumping at about 70 CFM or cubic feet per minute. So overall, it's got 210 CFM with all 3 of those fans combined. Now, this is the interesting part. I was surfing on Facebook the other day, and someone actually asked this same type of question. And someone had recommended an inline booster duct fan, right? And I actually have one in my cart in my save for later. And it's one fan. It's 8 inches in diameter, so an 8-inch duct. Definitely not your run-of-the-mill home size ducting. But this thing is by a company called AC Infinity. And they got a bunch of different models and stuff, but this is their Raxio S8 inline booster duct fan, 8-inch with speed controller, low noise. It's an inline HVAC blower, can fan, so it's not the same type of thing as your bathroom fans, right? This is more like it looks like a cylinder with a big fuck off fan in it. But this is the interesting part. So I'm looking at this thing, and this one fan, that is $35, which is an absolute steal, pumps out a mind-boggling 428 CFM. 428 CFM. I just will let that sink in for you guys. 428 CFM, cubic feet per minute. So it's moving. The rate of air movement is it's moving 428 cubic feet of air past the fan every minute. That's insane, you guys. They make smaller ones. They make lower volume ones. But for $35, what? I'm very interested in picking one of these up. Because you can get 8-inch duct, flexible ducting on Amazon pretty cheap. They have smaller versions. They have a 6-inch variety. Here's their Raxio S6, which is an inline fan. This is $30, and it's pumping 265 CFM. So for $30, you're getting more air movement than those 3 fans that cost me like $60 a piece. It's a little steep for that much air movement, right? I wish I had known about this, because when I designed this years and years ago, I probably would have put one of these inline boosters in there. Because another thing, I do not run filters. I do not have a filter in this thing. I'm totally against it. Mainly because this thing is outputting, it's ducted to the outside. I had a dryer vent, a hole cut into the side of the house. Had a dryer vent professionally installed. Cost me a little bit of money, yes, about $150 or so for the guy to come out and do this. But I knew it was done by a professional, and then I handled the duct work on the inside, and I just used a flexible, ducting fan to duct to the outside. It's maybe a 4-foot run from the top of the spray boot. Hell, let me show you. Let's go camera 3, yeah? Back to it. There we go. So, here, real quick. So, I'm going to show you. So, those are the fans, right? And then it outputs to that, and then it's just up and then out of the house. And that's it. That's just that simple run. And like I said, it's about 4 feet. And those 3 fans right there. So it's a good setup. It's lasted me, 9+ years. And I'll take it to the new place, and until I get tired of it, I'll continue using it. And if I want to redesign this thing, I'll probably go with an inline fan booster thingy. But that's the setup right there. And then there's the rest of the studio. It's fucking empty. Fucking empty. Look at that up there. The pegboard has nothing on it. And look at this shit. Like, there's nothing there. Nothing up there. Hardly anything there. And then the backlog shelf. Basically nothing. Even underneath. Look at this. Nothing. Nothing. That's airdrop right there, by the way. And that's Aussie. So, there you go. Anyway, back to camera 1. So, yeah. Seeing one of these fans and knowing how much air they push out, it's definitely intriguing. Definitely intriguing. Anyway, Justice says that was my thinking going in, but I keep seeing people bring up a sparking. Oh my God, yes. Okay, so let's go. Let's. I fucking hate that. Okay, let's talk about this, shall we, kids? Because Uncle Tim is gonna get on his Apple box here and preach to you a little bit. This whole bullshit story, these old wives' tales going around, that if you use fans like this, there's going to be a fire and that your whole house is going to explode or something like that is bullshit. Total bullshit. There's no truth to it at all. None. I would love to see someone or meet someone that their shit has actually caught fire or exploded or anything like that. Because all of the old wives' tales that I've ever heard about this, and I feel like I'm debunking this on Facebook all the time. All of the so-called stories and everything from people that say this are always secondhand. There's never any first-hand accounts. Never. It's always, oh, well, I heard about this, or I had a friend, or some shit like that. I've never heard a first-hand account of this happening. Never. And even if it did, I would want to know more. Because I have exposed wires in this big beast of a spray booth, exposed to everything that I spray through it, lacquer-based everything. Okay, alcohol, everything. Just I spray right through those fans and it just goes right up and outside. I've never had any sort of smoke, burning smell, heaven forbid fire, nothing in 9+ years of using this thing. Never. I just think this whole, ghost tale about spray booths catching on fire if you have exposed wires, I think it's bullshit. There's no truth to it. None. And like I said, even if it did, what the hell is that person doing? Number one, did he wire it right? He or she, I should say. Did they wire it right? Is their wiring up to standards? Like, when I wired this thing, I went way overboard with my wires and all of that. I used a heavy duty extension cable that I converted it into a wall plug. I have no idea where these people are getting these stories from. I think it's become kind of like that game of pass it on, where somebody tells you something and then you regurgitate it and so on and so forth down the line for years and years and years and years and years. There's just no truth to it. There's none. And if anybody has ever had that happen, I'd love to know. And I'd love to ask them questions. I mean, were they literally just dumping gallons of lacquer into their fans? Like, what are you doing? Because this is my thought process. Hear me out on this. When I'm spraying lacquers, clear coats, everything, and mind you, clear coats are probably the nastiest thing that I spray. They smell bad, very high fumes. I usually don't wear a respirator when I'm priming or painting, but I absolutely will wear it when I'm spraying clear coats because they're fucking nasty, right? Or when or in the rare occasion that I have to actually spray paint or something like that, but that's rare and that's not model based. But anyway, I digress. But when I'm spraying clear coats in this thing, you saw how far away I was from the fans. I'm probably, maybe 4 or 5 inches away from the fan entrance, right? When you spray that far away from something, those particulates, those atomized particulates of material, clear coat in this case, they're going to cure way before they hit any live wires. They're literally going to be dust by the time they hit any sort of electrical wire in that setup, right? So unless you're sitting there literally with like smack dab in front of the fan with a HVLP gun spraying straight lacquer thinner into the fan, I don't believe it. I've never seen any evidence, like real evidence of it. And until someone shows me otherwise, no. It's bullshit. It's bunk. It's straight fucking Mythbusters. Busted. Just saying. It's so bullshit, you guys. It's so bullshit. And Jesta, I'm sorry that you've had to run into this and kind of jump this hurdle. But trust me, dude, it's total bullshit. It absolutely is. And it gets on my nerves. It really does. It gets on my nerves. Anyway, I'll get off the soapbox. Brandon says, what is nice about the inside? Fine? Oh, Brandon says inline fan is you can move the fan further away from the booth and quiet it up a little. It's true. It's true. You can basically have it duct up and out and then have that fan someplace between, you know, especially if you're ducting it out to the outside, having it somewhere in between, you know, the spray booth and the outside, which is kind of nice. Yeah. But it doesn't seem like those fans are very loud. So this 6-inch one that moves 265 CFM is only 35 dB. Relatively quiet. Relatively quiet. So, food for thought there on that. Pab says, want to get your face sucked? This is the fan for you. 400 and some odd CFM, yeah. I would, now mind you, I probably would not use that in a spray booth. Because not only is it definitely going to, you know, suck away fumes and any particulates and everything like that, but it's also going to suck dust into your work. There has to be a balance, right? There has to be a balance. I think right where I'm at is probably a decent balance. I could probably have a little bit more suction in these things, but it's not. It's really good. It's very close to a good balance. Very, very close. So yeah. Brandon says sparking is almost a non-issue as it would have to be the perfect ratio of fumes to O2 to ignite. Also, if you spray acrylics, you never need to worry about sparking. Yeah. Excuse me. Brandon says, so it's about the height of one, perhaps. Whoa. Yeah. There you go. Ranger Chris says, dumb question.
We have a question.
Why no fitting for the ceiling tiles? Just because I didn't want to cut into the ceiling tile because just I didn't care. You know, I just didn't care. I really don't. I just didn't fucking care. So the ceiling tile is just pushed up over onto the other one. So, but the good thing is when I have to pull this down, I can just pull the other ceiling tile over and just be, hey. Funny enough, the guy that's moving in here actually wanted my spray booth. I was like, nah, dude, no, not gonna happen. I built that. Anyway, Rami bro, what up, Rami? He says, yo, I have a question.
We have a question.
He says, I want to airbrush in my room. I have heavy carpet in my room, causes a lot of dust. Do you have any advice for this type of problem? Vacuum? I know that's a fucked up answer. I know. You're kind of between a rock and a hard place. Yeah, I mean, I would maybe run a vacuum. One thing that I have seen, people do is get one of those, get a spray bottle, just from like Home Depot, Lowe's, wherever, and just put water in it and kind of spritz the air a little bit to, that'll weigh down any dust particulates and, make them fall that much faster. So, when you start airbrushing, just kind of spray some water around the spray booth, and that should help to diminish a lot of the dust around there. And then, just between parts, I'd, probably spritz, the air a little bit, and just, get that down to a minimum. But definitely vacuum in there. Yeah, I was half joking, but definitely vacuum in there on a very regular basis, just to keep, all of that, out of the carpet as much as possible. But yeah, if you spritz the air, that should definitely help. So it's an option. Not a great option, but it's still an option. Ranger Chris, also know that feeling as am packing up all my stuff to move too. Hey, peas in a pod, Chris. Brandon says, could partition off a small corner with some Tyvek or plastic drop cloths and put your spray booth in there. Wow. Brandon just got way into like Bob Vila territory there, man. Shit. Brandon says the amount of fumes from the little bit of paint we spray is so trivial when you're removing that much air. True. Yeah. Kenneth says because of open circuit and thinner fumes? I mean, that's the old wives' tale, yeah, but it's bullshit. Justice says, I figured that it would be almost impossible for the right circumstances for any kind of combustion to happen, but my Googling had me a little worried. Dude, trust me, you Google anything and you're gonna die. That's basically all it is to it. It's WebMD for everything. Sorry, you're gonna die. But nah, dude, it's bullshit. Ranger Chris, ooh, I found a 430 CFM fan on Home Depot. Uh-oh. We're going to see the monster of all spray booths out of Chris. Watch. Kenneth says, wasn't our electronic equipment more and more safe throughout the years? Yeah, exactly. Justice says, I appreciate the reassurance, and it's nice to see another Maryland Gundam fan. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Bel Air. Born, bred, and raised. Kenneth says, wondering anyone using the waterfall spray booth. Yeah, and that's another option. Is this new line of waterfall spray booths. I know Kaizo. Damn it! What's the Robot Kai? They have been shipping out the Kaizo waterfall spray booths. I know a few people that have received them. And I know my good friend Eric Yap over in Asia is working on I think he might have built it or designed it or something. Not 100% sure. But I know that's kind of the trend at this point. There's absolutely some a good reason for that, because that water obviously will trap any particulates or dust or anything like that, and just bring it down to the basin. That water gets recycled and everything through that waterfall system. And yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful system. You don't have to worry so much about the overspray, but you still have to worry about the fumes and everything. That's kind of the big part, right? So, and of course, water, potentially getting everywhere. One of those things. Let's see. Brandon says, could look into a good purifier for right by the spray booth as well, Rami. Yeah, that's a good suggestion. I didn't think about that. Miko says, how about an air purifier? Would that help? Boom. Great minds, right? And he says, LOL, Brandon beat me to it. Yeah. Pab says, LOL, I just looked up my elbow and said I had a terminal issue. Goddamn WebMD dialed it up to 11. I'm dying from tennis or from tennis elbow. I'm terminal. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, kids. It's not going to be much more of the Child of Mecha live stream because of my tennis elbow. Because of WebMD. Let's see. Ranger Chris says, give another year or two and we'll hopefully have have access to a fan rated for 20,000. Jesus. I hope not, dude. That will literally suck you through the fan. It's like standing in front of one of those jet engines. Just done. Pab says, Kaizo just released Goken had been doing them for years. Yeah. Brandon says, saw a DIY waterfall spray booth on YouTube that uses cheap pipe, plastic totes, and a cheap aquarium pump. Yeah, I mean, necessity is the mother of invention. So yeah, I mean, if you wanted to DIY it, it's doable. Pab says, there's merit to them. Less maintenance, no filter, humidity is more controlled. Absolutely. 100%. You still got to worry about the fumes, though. That's going to be the main part. You still got to worry about the fumes. Let's see. Ranger Chris says, tennis elbow. Don't you mean Gunpla elbow? I wish, man. I wish. Rami Bro says, thanks for the advice, bros. You're welcome, dude. Brandon says, PVC pipe. Stupid phone. Stupid! Anyway. Oh, shit. All right, you guys. It's, wow, 12:32. Sweet. Okay. Well, let's wrap this one up, yeah? Miko Plus says, saw Choco Falcon do a review on another waterfall spray booth, had an exhaust fan as well. I guess it's a hybrid, best of both worlds, eh? Yeah. So, anywho. All right, let's put a bow on this bitch. Let's get the hell out of here. We'll be back on Wednesday, hopefully. We'll get, I'll get more clear coating done. Hopefully I'll get the rest of the masking done. Maybe. We'll see. I'm not going to guarantee anything at this point because I don't know how busy day-to-day is going to be. Because anything with this house could come up and be like, you got to handle this now. You know? So, we'll see. Once we're in the new place, it'll be so nice. Shit. I have so many ideas, you guys. So many ideas. Even just aesthetic ideas. I have so many ideas running through my head right now. And storage. Storage. Because I need storage. Because, if you guys remember, I'm losing this storage closet at the back end of the studio. So, it is what it is. But, I think I'll be fine. Because there's actually a big 3-4 foot deep closet in the new studio. Shit. I may be perfectly fine. But I'm thinking about putting cabinets up all around the studio, except for like, you know, where the spray booth has to, you know, duct out, and you know, maybe where these things live. I don't even know if these things are going to live outside of that closet though. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm thinking, you know, put the pegboard up, cabinets all around. I actually have a really cool detail that I want to try to pull off. It might put me on par with Ariel, Ayo Mecha, and I might get shit about it, but I don't give a fuck because if I can pull it off, it'll be dope as hell. So, we'll see. We'll see. Something with the new logo. We'll jump that hurdle when we get to it. But yes, a lot of ideas, a lot of cool ideas for the new studio. Oh, actually, I'm getting some new lights tomorrow. So I want to. I really want to get rid of these 3 arm lights because these are just terrible. You know, they're just terrible. I hate them, and I want them gone because they take up way too much damn space in here, and they're just ugly, and they get in the way, and sometimes they sag, and they don't provide nearly enough light that I'd like. They provide a good amount of light, but not as much as I'd like. So I've got some LED, some 4-foot LED lights coming in tomorrow. It's a 12-pack. And you can hardwire them. You can wire them to just to a plug. So I can't wait to get them tomorrow and really see what kind of light output that they have. 2200 lumens. So I'm thinking maybe 1 or 2 strips might equal these 3 lights. We'll see. We'll see. I might have new lights come Wednesday up above here. You never know. So, but yeah, man. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to get into this place and just start to customize the shit out of it. Because it is going to be a just awesome place when I'm done with it. Believe it. Ranger Chris says feature wall of box covers. Interesting. Hadn't thought about that, but it's an interesting idea. Yeah. Brandon says got to do something with something cool with that nook space up in your new bedroom. Oh, that's gonna be my office. That's office space. I don't want to do anything that's not going to be hobby related up there at all. Except when I do graphics and video and stuff like that. No, that is strictly going to be work, real workspace. Like, adult workspace. Like, day job type stuff. Because I don't need it. I don't need another room for it. Amber's going to have her studio and her bedroom. So that's, the other 2 bedrooms being taken up by her, which I have no issue with. So I have that space. I might as well use it for office space because they've got 3 vents up there. So cooling is not an issue or heating. So they really, whoever built that loft did it right. They did it right. Brandon says connect the loft over to it or make a cool display up there. Yeah, like I said, it's literally just gonna be my office up there. So studio, we're gonna go all out. It's definitely going to be a much higher production value. So yeah, because I want a place to start recording videos too and tutorials and shit. So I can't have it look janky like this. Like on a live stream, it's alright. It's okay. We've dealt with it for the past few years. But it can be so much more. And it will be. I can't fucking wait. I'm gonna go hog on that space. You better believe it. Better believe it. Absolutely. Kenneth says add RGB in the workshop. I don't know if I'm gonna go that deep. I might. I don't know. Depends. It's got to be tasteful. It just can't be, fucking red, purple, and orange shit lights everywhere just because. It's not a great reason for me, right? It needs to be aesthetically pleasing, and it needs to be on brand. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm still not sold on RGB just yet for background lighting and everything. But I have other ideas that I'm not going to share with you right now. Sorry. Brandon says, not the loft, that weird nook space you showed last time. The nook space. think you're talking about the loft up above. Because that's all I showed. I didn't show the basement because there were no pictures of the basement. I did post a story, an Instagram story with a picture of the basement though. So I don't know. Brandon. I'm sorry, buddy. Thomas Staten, a humidifier would also work, and an air ionizer. Sounds like a Xeon weapon. Get the air ionizer. Rami Bro says, yo, I bought a desk light with a mirror scope in the middle from Amazon. It's awesome, bro. You should get one. Oh, with the magnifying deal. Yeah. I don't know. I like these. I like these moving with my noggin and with my line of sight. Having that mirror, having that magnifying thing and trying to pull it around and conform to that rather than these conforming to me, not big on it. Not big on it, but it is what it is. Yeah. Anyway. All right, kids, that's going to definitely wrap it up now that we've been talking for 10 more minutes about the new place that I won't be in for another several weeks. So, hey, what are you going to do? Let's see. So, if you're interested in any of the tools and materials that we work with here on a nightly basis, hit up the Amazon link below in the description. I do get a bit of a commission based on the stuff that you buy, but it does not increase the cost for you. It just goes to help out and support what we do here. So, go take a looky look. I put the new little microscope camera in there, the $15 little deal. So it's fun. It's fun. Are we going to use it all the time? Probably not. But it's going to be fun to have when we do. So go check that out. If you are interested in any of the Chata Mecha t-shirts, which unfortunately I am not wearing tonight, go hit up www.chatamecha.com, hit the store button up at the top. You will find a whole bunch of shirts and stuff in there. The Mecha Decal Insignia series, the Ace Pilot series. You'll find hats and also prints of my work. So go take a look and see if anything strikes your fancy. Aside from that, if you want to really show your support for what we do here, man, go hit up the Chata Mecha Patreon. A lot of fun stuff happening over there. So if you have the ability and the inclination, show your support. And then last but not least, if you're interested in kits, tools, paints, accessories, Mecha Decals, those are all right down here available at USA Gundam Store. Adam and the fine folks down there will definitely have what you need. So, you guys come on back Wednesday, and we'll continue working on this thing. Okay? So, until then, be safe out there, but most importantly, build something cool. See you guys. Take two. See you guys.